So, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Okay. So here in anonymous functions, we are working. We already know how to create it with the help of Lambda. Here we have to write the variable, and here we are going to give any expression, right? Now, let's move ahead with it. This is the expression. Now, we had created two functions for converting user-defined functions for converting what? Degree Celsius to Fahrenheit, and Fahrenheit conversion to degree Celsius. We had created the user-defined functions, right? Now, inside that, suppose I'm taking a list. Suppose here, I'm taking a list here, this one, L list 1. Here, I'm having certain temperatures. Okay, certain temperatures I'm taking. Suppose here I'm taking certain temperatures such as 35 degrees Celsius, 41 degrees Celsius, 19 degrees Celsius, or I can say 4 degrees Celsius. Okay, these are all degrees Celsius. Now, suppose I want to convert these temperature into Fahrenheit. So how to work with means how can I use the Lambda functions to convert all these data which is given in list with that formula with the help of Lambda functions. To do that, we are having the map, map there. So what we can do, let's take a simple example here for this one. Suppose I'm having a list. I'm taking another list now. This list I'm having, and let's calculate here 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's take this figure. So these data are present inside the list 1. I want to take this data one by one, and this data should multiply one by one, step by step with this particular expression. So it means I want to call this list here so that the data provided inside the list could be multiplied by this expression with the help of Lambda. So how I can do that? For that, there is the map function inside the anonymous functions here. With the help of map, I can map one by one value from the list to the expression. So what will happen here, how the map will work? Map will take out one by one value. So how it will take? Suppose here I'm having the value 2. So inside the 2, this particular 2 value, if I write here map and the Lambda functions entirely here, so what will happen? Inside the list, which value will come? 2. So the 2 will be the initial value. This 2 will move to this particular expression, and that is 2. So here it will just multiply 2 multiplied by 2. So it means the point is map will help to give this particular 2 to this variable here. And if it is 2, so 2 into 2. So it will give you 4. Then the next one is, it will take another, because it is going to map each and every bit from the list and give it to the expression of Lambda. So here next time 4 will come. So 4 will be given to this particular variable x4, and here also it will come as a 4. So that 4 will be coming here, 4 multiplied by 2. Right? You will be getting answer here, 8. Then third time, from the list, 6 will come here 6. And this 6 will be assigned to this variable x here, 6, and this will automatically go 6 multiplied by 2. You will be getting 12. And then moving ahead, then 8 and 8 multiplied by 2. So the point is here, map function will help you to map out one by one value from the list to the Lambda function, so that we can work with multiply or any other expression you can take it here. So it will assist you to work with more than one value with the help of list, and we can use the map function to do it here. Once we are going to do it, then we are going to take the list of degree Celsius. So this one is the list of degree Celsius, this one. Later on, we can apply the same formula here into the lambda. Okay. You are having 9 by 5 into degrees Celsius. This itself is the temperature plus 32. So here we can take this list here, list 1, where all the degrees Celsius are given. So 1 by 1 degrees Celsius will be coming here into the C with the help of map function. If we take the lambda, we are going to use the map. 1 by 1 values will be mapped and they will be going through the formulas. So let's do it now quickly with it. Let me take it. Wait, just a moment. Let me take it here. Let me load it here. Okay, you can see here, see this one. This, see here, you had already worked with these, where you are making the user-defined functions with the temperature. Okay, you are making all the user-defined functions with the temperature here, right? Now here, come here. You had worked with the lambda functions also, this one, with this value. This one, line number 51. Now come here to apply the map here, map. So let me explain each and every bit here with the map. This one. Here you can see I had created a list, normal list. Now I'm using here map. I had created a lambda, a normal function of the lambda, single line expression, and then I had called this list here, so that the data given inside the list could be provided to the expression one by one. And I'm using the map, MAP also. With the help of that only I can do that. Now the point is I want to see the result also. Directly map will work, but it won't show you any result. To see the result, we need a list so that this list can hold the data. The point is, this is a normal lambda function. Later on, we need the map to map all the data one by one, but it will work internally, but it will not display the result. To display the result, just I'm adding the word list so that this list can hold all the multiplication answers also. So list map, lambda and the expression, and here I'm going to give the this list. Which list? This list. So how it is going to work now? Here you can see my list will come here. So all the components from my list will be available. Which one? 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to take all these components one by one, and then these elements will be multiplied by 2, because in X, these 1, 2, 3 elements will come. So first time what will happen? 1 will be there. So 1 is there. So 1 will be moved to this particular variable 1. Means X is 1 here. So X multiplied by 2. So that is 2. Answer is 2. How it is holding? With the help of list, LIST. Otherwise, it will not hold any data. Next time 2 will come. Okay. And then when 2 will come here, so 2 will be there. So here X will be 2. So 2 multiplied by 2. Third time 3 will be coming here. So here 3 will be there. So in X 3 will be there. So 3 multiplied by 2. So if it is 1 multiplied by 2, you are getting 2. 2 multiplied by 2, you are getting 4. 3 multiplied by 2, you are getting 6, and then you will be getting 8 after multiplying by 4. So with the help of map, the entire data in the list would be coming to the lambda expression one by one. And to hold the data into the list, we need the list here. Okay. So just have a hands-on from this you had already done. This one, map in lambda here, up to here. This one, line number 24 and 67. Just try to do yourself, please. Wait. Just put your question if you are having any questions. Just try line number 24. I had given that how to create the list and how to put it inside the map. So here, just to give it, just a moment. Here, you take this my list, and this my list will be rotated here. And this my list single element will go one by one. Now, let's move ahead with this one, line number 14. Now, see here, the same concept I'm taking for the mapping here, but the same one is being used to calculate the degree Celsius here. So formulas are the similar one, which you had used it here, but here I will be providing the one by one data. Okay, so here you can see, such as suppose I'm having the degree Celsius. This one is the degree Celsius here I'm having. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it means certain degree Celsius I'm having as a temperature, 35.2 degrees Celsius, 36.5 degrees Celsius, 37.3 degrees Celsius. I want to convert all these data into the Fahrenheit with the help of map in lambda. So here C, I'm just calling it here, calling the map. Also map will map one by one value into the formula. So here suppose 35.2. So here in C, the first time 35.2 will come here. Okay. And that will be multiplied here in X. So what will happen? Float this one. You can just remove this float also, does not matter. Directly you can write student 9 by 5. 9 by 5. You can use directly here in this way also, it will work easily. 9 by 5 into X. X. So here what will happen? Automatically 35.2 will come. 35.2 will come, the first value, plus 32. So this formula will work and it will be giving you the degree Fahrenheit. So it is giving, suppose 95.36. So it is converting here 95.36. Okay. Second time, it is again coming for the 36 value. So here it will be coming into the C 36.5 value. And this 36 will be moving here into the X. So here the formula will change 9 by 5 into X will be 36.5 plus 32. The same formula, every time this X value will be changed corresponding to the C values. And this next time you're getting how many degrees Fahrenheit? 97.7 degree Fahrenheit. So first time when this is rotating here into the C, so one is getting, after this calculation, one is getting the answer that if 35.2 degrees Celsius is equivalent to 95.36 degree Fahrenheit, 36.5 degrees Celsius is equivalent to 97.7 degrees Fahrenheit, 37.3 degrees Celsius is equivalent to 99.14 degree Fahrenheit. So every time this X will be changing corresponding to these values. Okay. So in this way, try yourself this thing. And after that, once you are done with these line number 14, 15, this one, after that, what I am doing, listen carefully here only, wait. Here in F, listen very carefully. Here in F, I'm storing the result because this result I'm storing here in F variable. So F is holding all the data. Now this F I am taking here to reconvert from degree Fahrenheit to Celsius, because this one is from degree Celsius to Fahrenheit, and this one F is holding all the Fahrenheit. These are all Fahrenheit now. So later on, I am going to take this data, this F here, so that it is a reconversion from degree Fahrenheit to degree Celsius. Okay, so here I am again giving here into the list map and just changing the formula, and X minus 32. Minus 32 it will do. Now I have to just minus 32 it. So in F, one by one values will come, and they will be reversing. Okay, and I'm storing it into the variable C. If you see it here, reversal, that if, now see here, just you listen and later on comfortably you can do. If 95.36 is the data, is the degree Fahrenheit, what is the degree Celsius? So this is coming here. So in 95.36 will be coming into the X data, variable data. Formula will work and the answer will storing here if 95.36 degree Fahrenheit is equivalent to 35 degrees Celsius. Next time, it is taking 97.7 degree Fahrenheit. So that is coming here. 97.7 degree Fahrenheit is equivalent to what degree Celsius? So that will come here. 97.7 degrees Celsius is equivalent to what degree Celsius? So here it is saying 36.5 degrees Celsius. So those formulas are just a reversal, but we are learning that how to work with Lambda by using the map, by taking one by one data. Do it. See here, I'm giving you the lines. Line number 14, 15. If it is successful only, then only change here. This operation is related with degree Celsius to Fahrenheit, and this operation is degree Fahrenheit to degree Celsius, reverse operation. And here I'm using this F here for the reversal purpose. Be careful by doing 14, 15, and 16. Start doing. Okay, you had worked with this formula earlier in user-defined function also. Okay, please do revise all this concept. Now let's move ahead. Here you can see that this is going very heavily with the decimal values. How we can control this decimal? So there is inside the Python, there is a round function. Listen it carefully. Later on, you can do that. What you have to do here, see this one, you are getting so many these traces. See these heavy decimal values are coming here. We want to take here 2 or 1 only decimals here. So inside the Python, there is a round function. When we give the round function, see here, round function, here I can give the data. Any data here I can give. Suppose I'm having, let's consider I'm having 95.5, see here, decimal, then 0.5006. Suppose this is there. I want to control it. That, okay, I do not need 4 decimal. I need, so here I can give 2. So here I can give the precision of decimal, that how many decimal I need, and here is the actual data is there. So whenever we work with the round function, we can provide the 2 parameters. One is actual data, second one is the precision of decimal, how much I needed. So this one I'm using it into the round. But the point is here I'm having a different data into the list. So I need to rotate it. For the rotation, I need the for loop. Without the for loop, the whole data cannot be rotated. So here I had used the list comprehensions for X in C. Now be careful. X in C. This is the C answer. This I'm rotating. Answer I'm rotating it here because this whole answer is coming into the 0.0000. Okay. So this C I'm rotating here. For X in C, we'll take out 1 by 1 data. So how? So suppose what will happen here, when this C will come, this data will automatically come here. Whole data is there. Now here, suppose this is the data. So this particular data, okay, will be moved it here in X first time. So 35.2000001. Okay, so much is there. Now what I am saying, okay, take this X, which X, this one, and make it round 2. Okay, round 2 means round Inside it, X value will be there. This 35.2 value will be there. 35.2000, okay, that. And comma 2 means here, take it up to 2 decimal. I just told you. So this formula will work and the resultant will be stored in another list here. And now you can see here 35.2. Second time 36.5, that is already there. So that will work as it is. 37.3000, this will move third time. So when this will move here, because this will also come, so that will also come here into X. And now here into the X it is coming. So this whole data 37.3, it will be taking as the answer. You can see here, one by one. So with the help of list comprehension, one by one value will be coming and they are making into the shape of round X2. It means just take the data and up to 2 decimal, just take it. But the point is here, why it is coming up to the 1 decimal here, the reason is there. Because it is 0.2, it is 0.200000. So it will not take 0. It will take the numerical value. That's why 000, it is just removing from here. You can see here 35.2, see here 36.5, it is okay. 37.3, 38 points, it is not taking 00, only first 0 it is capturing, second 000, the trailing 0 it will not take. Okay, 39.8, okay, in this way it will take. So this is one of the function. This is first. Now let's take the another one. Okay. In line number 57, you can see it here. I had just used the format. If you remember, you did the format, string format, if you remember. We had used percentage sign, percentage S for the string, percentage D for the digit integer, percentage F for the float. Float means decimal. I can use it because it will take much more clearer answer here. See this one now, this line particularly, how this line is working here. You can see I had taken the same list comprehension. You already know how to create the list comprehension with for loop here. And here you can, J in C means just you are passing the index. So here is certain list and here you are taking the list data one by one. Now how to control this J? Because the data are too high in this format. So how to make it up to this one only? How to make it up to this one only? So this only can happen with this one, say this one. So what we are doing it here we are saying, okay, do one thing. Take the entire data of float. Take the entire data of float and just put the 2 decimal only. Do not put an entire data, but only up to 2 decimal in float format. So percentage F is representing the float here. So percentage 0.22F means that just take the float data up to 2 decimal. It will work. And it is going to take the data one by one. It is making, it is asking, okay, which data I have to put here up to 2 decimal. We are saying take the J data and put it up to 2 decimal here. This sign is working here just to embed the 2. Embed the 2 means answer. Just embed the answer here in this way. So you can see here, this itself is a variable index here that will come here and that will be resolved in this way. Up to 2 decimal it will take. So percentage F itself means the float data. 0.2 means take up to 2 decimal. And here you can see it is taking up to 2 decimal. 2 decimal here. 2 decimal. See the resultants here. Up to 2 decimal. 2 decimal. So here, this is working perfectly instead of this round function. Try yourself very carefully, this one and try to figure it out. Do yourself now, please. Is it clear up to here, these 2 lines? So that you should know that how to work with the decimal values as well. Okay? Okay. Now let's see, that is okay now. Okay. Now see this one, where we are calculating the, wait here, just a moment. Let me explain you these things now. Suppose here I want to calculate the circumference of the circle. So what is the basic formula? 2 pi r. Okay, so pi and r. Pi and radius value you need it here. You can make one of the value constant and another value into the mapping. You had defined the radius here. You are putting themselves into the map here, list map, 2 into pi into r, and the radius is given there. Okay, and here it is coming the resultants. How to control these decimal values? You need to put the line number, the same one here, just like you worked here, line number 57, the same one you had worked to control the decimal. Now start doing yourself now, please. Okay, let's move ahead with inside the lambda, there is a filter function here. Filter. Let's understand this filter. This filter will work inside the lambda when the given condition is true. If I'm having a given condition here, if it is true, then only it will give you the result, otherwise not. Filter function, it returns the item when function is true. If none of the element meets the condition, it will return nothing here. So we can see this one, line number 68. What I'm doing here, I have to give the conditions here every time. So here you can see this one. I'm creating the my list here. Now I'm just following this my list here. And here I'm just giving filter word. You see the word filter. Filter here I'm using. Okay. Filter will make the filtration. Filter itself is what? The basic term for the filter is filtration. Filter the data. So here filter lambda. So what is this? Filter, and here the lambda function is there. X. No, what is the expression here? I'm saying, okay, I'm passing certain list of data, and you only filter those data which are greater than 2. Getting the point? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do not show me all the data. Only if the X is greater than 2. If it is true, then only show me the data, otherwise not. So what will happen? These two will not reflect here because they will come and fall. So 3, 4, 5 are greater than 2. So that's why they will be coming here. So you see the statement here. List, we have to take it because otherwise it will not show you any data. Okay, it will work, but it will not hold the data. List, filter. So first of all, see the expression lambda x greater than 2. You can make any expression, that is up to you. Now here lambda x greater than 2. What to do? Make a filtration. So what is the data here? What is the expression here? X is greater than 2. It means find out only greater than 2 numbers, otherwise not. Where is the list? So here my list. From the my list, take all the data. What it is doing after the filtration, it is just giving you 3, 4, 5. So only these 3 numbers which are greater than 2, it is going to show you with the help of filter function. This is first. Let me explain the second one, this one. Okay. Later on you can proceed. Just say this one. Here I want to capture only even numbers. Only even numbers. You can do it in this way also. See, I am using this lambda functions entirely in filter. I can change it also. How? I can hold this lambda function inside a reference variable, and then I can store that into list filter. It means if I am holding this function in LM, and the entire function is this one, this function which is written. Now what I can do, I can just use here inside the filter, I can just call this LM, and LM itself is holding the entire lambda function. That also we can do. Now we can see here in line number 69, see how it is working. I had created the lambda function, what it is saying. I'm saying, okay, just divide the variable with 2. So x modulus 2, it will give you what? Remainder. If the remainder is equivalent to 0. 0 na? So what is this? The number is E1. And if it is E1, okay, then I had just given it into the variable, reference variable E1. You can write any other name, that is up to you. So here I'm just taking just modulus, make the data divide, find out the modulus, remainder. If the remainder is 0, then only hold that data and put that data here into the filter function. Now it needs the list also. List means the data. Okay, so with the help of range, I'm just taking the data. So what will happen? Range 11. 0 will go here in X, then 1 will go here in formula, then 2 will go here in formula, then 3 will go here in formula. So if 2 will go, so 2 modulus 2 is what? Everybody is aware, 0. So this is the even number. It will hold the 2. When 3 will go, so 3 modulus 2. So the remainder is 1. So is equal to 0? No. So it will not hold the 3. It will cross the 3. Now when 4 will go here in this formula, so here 4 modulus 2. So 4 modulus 2 means what is the remainder? Here it is 0. Yeah, it is 0. So this 0, so it means 4 is even number. So it is even number. So the point is here, just I had created a function, a simple lambda function. It is going to check it out whether the data is even or not. If the data is even, and here, what is the range here? These are the number given here, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These all number will go here into the X one by one. And it will be filtered only when the data is even. Only it is even. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here 0, 2, 4, 6, it will capture. 0, 2, 4, 6, it will capture. Okay. So this also filter function, we can write it here in this way with the help of lambda. And the same function, the same which we are doing it here, we can do it with simple list comprehension. Means we can do the data, the simple function with here also, and we can do it with here also. So this one is a simple list comprehension. For X in range, with range you can get the sequence of integer. If X modulus 2 is 0, so if you are getting the even number, then only hold it here. It is showing. The point is here, these two, this one and this one, are related with the filter, directly filter in lambda. And here, this one is directly, we are doing the same function to find out even number with the help of list comprehension. So how easily we can work with different functions with different mods here. Try to do yourself now, one by one. Now, okay, so these are generalized basic knowledge of the anonymous. We call this lambda function as the anonymous functions also, where we had learned about the map, filter, and general work of the lambdas functions, how to work with a single line expression. Whenever we are having a less task with certain expression, we can work ahead with the lambda functions.